What's going on, guys? Today we're going to talk about why you need to eat pounds and pounds and pounds of bacteria and viruses to be healthy. No, seriously, you need to be eating as many bacteria and viruses as you can to maintain, plus even improve your overall physical and mental health. I'm being dead serious, guys. With that said, in this video, I'll cover 4 important points about why you need to be consuming tons of these little guys every day and where you can get them from. But before we get into this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell on the bottom right-hand corner to be notified of when new videos of mine come out. So remember, guys, I'm James. I'm your personal go-to medical consultant, and I'll help you get back into good health if you feel the medical system or other avenues have let you down. Let's begin this short video. According to many peer-reviewed scholarly research papers and studies, we now know that the human body contains about 750 trillion different viruses, and depending on the stats you're looking at, about 100 trillion different bacteria. That means you are more bacterial and you are more viral than you are human. In other words, viruses and bacteria are a big part of how your body functions properly. That is important because those bacteria and viruses are telling your body to do or not to do many different things. For instance, certain viruses and bacteria directly communicate with the BRCA1 and 2 genes in women. And let me tell you, the BRCA1 and 2 genes, when activated, are responsible for many forms of breast cancer that women get. So in a roundabout way, that brings me to my first point. Number 1, communication. Bacteria and viruses can communicate with your genes and tell them what to do. To explain, and this is very simplified, if there's an abundance of bad bacteria and viruses in your body, they can communicate with your genes and instruct your genes to do bad things to you. Listen, on the other hand, if your body has more good bacteria and viruses than bad, those good bacteria and viruses can turn those same harmful genes off, or at least reduce the severity of how those genes negatively impact your body. That is what we in the medical field call epigenetics. Epigenetics is the study of the controls above each gene that either tells that gene what to do or what not to do. And how those genes react to that by either doing something or not doing something is what we call expression. Okay, so now you know there are many different bacteria and viruses telling your genes either to do certain stuff or not do certain stuff. And that brings me to my next point. Number 2, numero dos. What causes the overgrowth of those harmful bacteria and viruses that tell our genes to hurt us instead of help us? So to get into this specifically, some of the most important factors are very simple. The food we eat, the water we drink, vitamin and mineral deficiencies, stress, allergies. Yes, allergies can change how your genes express themselves, guys. You need to get your allergies under control and figure out what is causing them, whether it be food, dust, pets, environment. Figure it out, guys. You will. Prescription medications, over-the-counter medications, lack of sleep, environmental pollution, dehydration, alcohol consumption, exposure to radiation, lack of sun. Now, be that as it may, you're probably telling yourself right now, wow, everything is going to hurt me. Well, if that's you, you're clearly missing the point. There is a huge silver lining here, and let me explain. You see, those same factors causing your genes to do bad things and hurt you, if taken out of the equation or at least reduced a little bit, allow your genes to do good things for your body and heal you. Seriously. First, that means eating a nutritious diet filled with foods containing a lot of vitamins and minerals. That is important because proper amounts of vitamins and minerals are precious resources that allow our cells to heal, communicate, and grow properly. Next, most people are consuming water in water bottles. Stop it. Water bottles contain BPA, also known as bisphenol A. That is a byproduct petroleum and a known immune dysregulator and carcinogen. There's now a ton of research behind this. Basically, it screws up your genes and your immune system. And if your immune system is messed up, your genes will definitely be doing bad things to you instead of good. The solution, drink from glass bottles instead, or find a local stream and bottle your own water once a week, once a month. Next, medications. If you are taking medications, your body will have to heal twice. Once from the disease it is trying to cope with, and a second time from the injury and insult caused by those medications. That is bad because when your body spends precious resources healing from intentional injury, it spends less time on balancing your genes so they can work for you instead of against you. The solution, address the factors causing you to have those chronic diseases like diabetes, high cholesterol, high blood pressure. You will figure it out if you pay close enough attention, I promise you. You can heal this stuff, guys. It's not impossible. Moving on, lack of sleep. It is a scientific fact that lack of sleep decreases NK cells, or what's called natural killer cells in your body. NK cells are responsible for scavenging your body, finding cancer cells and killing them. When you don't sleep enough, guess who tells your body to produce less of those NK cells? You guessed it, your genes. Here again, your genes are working against you instead of for you if you are not sleeping properly. So when I say sleeping properly, I'm not simply referring to the length of time you're laying in the bed. For instance, are you waking up at night? Are you dreaming? Are you going in and out of REM sleep? Are you even tracking these things? You know, you can track these things, right? If you have a smartwatch or a smartphone, you can wear it to bed and it will tell you how you are sleeping. With that information, you can actually make the necessary changes to improve your quality of sleep. Guys, I could go on and on and on for days about these factors, but the takeaway here, you need to control the factors that you can, particularly the factors that I just named. So guys, all things considered, we need to speak about the third and fourth points together. The third, how to get more of these good bacteria, viruses, and even fungi into us. And the fourth, how do we keep that going so we can have our genes working for us instead of against us? I'll keep this short. First, your diet. You need to eat fermented foods 3 to 4 days a week. Fermented foods like kombucha, yogurt, sauerkraut, kimchi contain hundreds of colonies of different bacteria, different viruses, and mycelium, which are essentially vital fungi. Yes, fungi, otherwise called fungus. Fungus that your body needs to do many things like keep your immune system strong, signal the body to create new white blood cells, you know, those cells that the body uses to fight infection and cancer and things like that. Next, you need to be outside breathing the air for at least an hour a day. That is important for 2 reasons. Number 1, vitamin D, you already know this. Number 2, the air we breathe contains an infinite number of good bacteria, viruses, and mycelium. When we breathe these guys in, they help repopulate our bodies with healthy microorganisms. As I said earlier, if we can get more good bacteria, viruses, and mycelium in, they help our genes do good things for our bodies instead of bad. Next, touch different things. Yes, touch things. I know this seems scary considering everything that's going on in the world right now, but seriously, the surface of every living and non-living thing contains bacteria, viruses, and mycelium. Best thing you can do is garden. Also, go for a walk in the forest and collect items. You'll be touching things that way. Finally, stop using hand sanitizer all the time. It kills the bad bacteria and viruses, yes, but simultaneously wipes out the population of good bacteria and viruses that are actually protecting you. Over time, that allows bad bacteria, viruses, and mycelium to hurt you. Now, the fourth and final point, very quickly, how do we keep this all going so we can stay healthy? It's called a lifestyle. In other words, you need to make time in your day for these things that I just mentioned. Period. End. Find the time, involve your friends, involve your significant other, relatives, brothers, sisters. Trust me, they'll respect you more for it. Also, if you're a man, there is no stronger turn on for a woman than her seeing you take care of yourself. That way you come off as confident, bold, and as someone who knows what he wants. That shows her you're a priority and you are to be taken seriously. Women love that shit. They crave it. Well, that's it for today, guys. Until the next one.